Hey, I don't know if y'all noticed, but what I've noticed is that some women like they love killers. They love killers. You gotta have at least two bodies just to date them, which is crazy to me though. But I understand it because some of these girls, like man, they've been through a lot, bro. And I think they feel like a killer is like enticing, it's fun, like there's protection from that because they carry a gun and they can be protected because he has a gun and he can actually take a life because he has two bodies, right? So I feel like what I think is that they date these men because they think they've already killed someone, so like they know how to protect them from any type of threats that could happen in real life. But that's not really the case because those be the ones that like the salt test, bro. You taking a life over no reason is just insane because you are not God, bro. You're not God. You are not God. Like you can't just go ahead and take anybody's life that has imposed a threat to you. Like you should only kill someone if it's self defense, unless you're in a war. In a war, that's even self defense too, as well, because like the other side is trying to kill you as well. So you got to protect yourself, and you're also fighting for a cause, like a real reason. Because if you don't go to war, like Americans are not gonna have freedom because other countries are gonna come and invade us. So man, it's sad though, bro. It's really really sad because some of these women are not really bad. It's just I don't know. They're led astray. Unfortunately, like God is just like blinding them to like wisdom and like intelligence because if you are intelligent, you wouldn't want someone that's already killing somebody. Like you think you're gonna be special and he's gonna treat you better because you're a female and he's not gonna put hands on you and he's not eventually gonna kill you as well because you have a vagina that he's having sex with and you think your vagina is wet enough to stop a killer from killing you if you do something that he doesn't like. He might give you a chance because he doesn't want to lose the feeling of like this vagina, but he's still gonna end up killing you because a killer is gonna be a killer. If a man is killing people for no reason because they post stuff on the internet, and he's mad, so now he's like not emotionally intelligent enough to not pick up a gun and go slide on his ops and kill him, and then now have a murder on his freaking conscience, and eventually he's gonna get caught unless he lives in Chirac, unless he lives in Iraq, unless he lives in Iraq, you're never gonna get caught because all the cops over there are crooked, and murders go unsolved unless you're really stupid enough to like kill someone like right in front of like downtown, like they did to like old block members, you know. So don't kill nobody downtown because if you kill somebody downtown, you're gonna get caught because the FBI is gonna get involved. But yeah, man, I feel bad for these women because man, like there's so many good men out here that you choose a killer to go date and then eventually have his kids and then eventually regret it because you weren't thinking and then now you want to put those kids on a good man, which is it's not fair to me because man, if you don't have no kids and you're a good man, you're waiting to get a wife or whatever, and then this woman with her bunch of kids, no step baby daddy wants you to be a step baby daddy because now she needs somebody to actually take care of the kids because the killer didn't have a job. The killer was just killing. The killer wasn't thinking of your child's future and your future. He was just having sex with you and you got pregnant by accident. So I be telling you, y'all got to think. A woman, you got to think. Your vagina is very important. It's like more important than a man's penis because you got to sit down for 9 months and think about what you just did to yourself. Especially if you don't want this man, like if you don't really want this man, but the sex was like good or something like that, and then you just got pregnant, pregnant accidentally, like by accident, and you didn't want to terminate the kid because you think you have a conscience because, oh, I can have sex out of wedlock, but I can't kill a child. All sin is equal under the eyes of God because if one sin was worse than one sin, then people would look at another person like, oh, you did that sin, and I'm better than you because I did this sin that's less than your sin. So man, it's crazy. So if you want to have sex, it's a sin. If you want to abort a child, it's a sin as well. So hey, it is what it is because the consequences is you had sex out of wedlock. Now the man that you're dating doesn't want that child, so you have to go and terminate that child, and now you're committing another sin. So what God told us was, don't have sex out of wedlock, and you wouldn't have to date a man that doesn't really want you. Like if you were married and you had a baby, like who cares? We having a baby. It is what it is. We didn't plan for the baby, but we still having a baby. We're married. We're safe. We're secured. Like there's no rush into like, oh, I'm going to kill this child because I ain't ready yet.